Alright, so I'm working with a new company here, a brand called HOTO or HOTO Tools. And as you can see here, they make some small drills and tools and such, and they sent 3 products here to check out. I haven't seen these on Amazon yet. I know there's a lot of similar companies that sell a lot of these kind of small tools on Amazon. This one, obviously another Chinese company. So what I'm going to do here, we'll just kind of look at the boxes, unbox everything, and then I'll use these things for a little while, and I'll come back at the end of the video and sort of give you my thoughts on how things are performing. But let's go ahead and take a look at this first one here. This is a 12-volt brushless drill kit. Here's a look at the back of the box. Obviously everything comes in a case. We'll open it up, of course, and just pause the video here if you want to check out any of the specs. I'm not going to read off everything on the back of the box here, but you can pause the video if you want to read it. Alright, so we've got everything out of the box. Basically you get the case here with the tools inside, and you get a small manual. It's in Chinese, and it's in the middle section. It starts in English. Here's what it looks like on the inside opened up. So obviously on this side you got some pliers, a wrench, so a little screwdriver tool, and a hammer. And this one here looks like some kind of tape measure. And behind this door we've got the brushless drill, and got all the drill bits there. Looks like this charges probably via USB-C. Wouldn't surprise me. And we've got another instruction manual. And here are the drill bits. And here are the specs on the drill. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to take a closer look. Yeah, overall pretty nice. There are a bunch of stickers on here that I peeled off. It looks like a kind of a pretty standard drill. Got your power levels here. You can set with the plus and minus, and you can change the direction with this button here. And it charges by USB-C on the bottom, so pretty basic. And I'll obviously let you know here later in the video how this performs. And just a little closer look at the tools themselves. If you guys want to sort of judge the quality, they seem alright. You know, never seen, I don't know, I'm not really sure how would you describe these. These aren't kind of your standard typical tools you find at Home Depot. A little bit different. Alright, for the second one, can't tell much by the picture on the box here. Let's look at the back. So this is a precision screwdriver kit. And again, pause the video if you want to read the specs. I'm not going to read them off for you. And here's inside the box. Everything's still kind of in plastic. You get a manual here. And it's like the first part's in Chinese, of course. And here's the section starting in English. And here's everything out of the plastic. So you get like this static guard, USB-C cable for charging the battery. This nice case here, everything's inside. And I think you can charge the screwdriver, it's obviously a power tool, via the USB-C port here, and it passes through to the inside. And here's what it looks like opened up. So you get some plastic tools here. So this is obviously for precision work, you know, for like small electronics. And these are the different tools that are included. I'll list them up here on the screen. They probably showed them in the manual earlier. There's the screwdriver right here. And you have this like magnetic pad here. So this is magnetic, and I think you can use this to, you know, throw screws down onto this and it'll magnetically hold them. And then you have a little diagram here with all the different bits. So again, pause the video if you want to see what all these bits are, and of course they're all under here nicely labeled. Oh, they look pretty nice. But yeah, obviously you have all these plastic spudger tools and stuff. This is for like taking apart small electronics like phones, other types of like tiny electronics. And that's what these are specifically for. This is what this kit's specifically for, but obviously you could probably use it for some drone work as well. So the screwdriver is actually held in magnetically. And yeah, so this contact point here is for the charging spot right there. So obviously you have to have this in the case to charge it, and it just slides in very nicely here. And here's what the screwdriver looks like. Pretty standard. Obviously you can change the direction and speed here. So got a light there, forward, backwards, speed, probably power. Yeah, pretty standard. And you just stick it back in there to charge. And of course I will test this out over the next week or so and let you guys know how this works out. All right, another mysterious box here. I think this is some sort of air duster vacuum setup here. Can't tell much from the pictures, so yeah, probably some sort of a duster vacuum cleaner. And yeah, you have some attachments here. And here's what the specs are on the back of the box. So some sort of a compressed air capsule is what they're calling this. So it obviously will do, it'll blow air and probably also do vacuuming as well. All right, so here's everything out of the box. Get the manual, get some various attachments here. USB-C cable for charging. Obviously the USB-C port is going to be right there for charging. And there's a little carrying bag. So you have some vacuum attachments. So you got a little brush here. This is the vacuum cup. It says there's a warning on here. It says do not clean without the dust cup. Like I said, there's an inlet here and an outlet on this side. So obviously vacuuming on this side and then blowing air on this side. So that's what these other attachments are for here. These are, things like air mattresses, things like that. You want to send air into. Also as an air duster. So keyboards, that kind of thing. So it's kind of versatile, kind of nice. Got all in one device, so you can use it for a wide variety of purposes. All right, so it looks like these attachments, they just, I guess they kind of slot in and then you just twist them. They lock into place. This is on the vacuum side. And then you can attach this brush attachment to this. Like so. Pretty cool. And these other blower attachments go on the outlet side. And this one goes in here like so, locks into place. This sort of attachment here for just blowing dust away. Then you got a shorter one here. Okay, so use these tools for a little while here. It's been a couple of weeks, and just want to make a note on the quality of the components themselves. So for example, these needle nose pliers, it says high quality chromium vanadium steel. Don't know what that means exactly. I've used a number of needle nose pliers before, kind of cheap ones. This is probably one of the nicer ones that I've ever used. Pretty solid. Definitely going to be utilizing this tool set in the future. And for this tool set here, like all of the tools, they have like nice little compartments with little spring-loaded tabs so that they go back in and stay in place. And it even includes this little rubber cap for the hammer. And I was kind of wondering what this was. It was sitting over in this little pocket right here, and that's for the hammer. So the drill bits on this set here, they're held in magnetically along with the screw bits. Two types of drill bits here, obviously 4 different sizes of each. And then here are all of the long screw bits. Comes in obviously different types. And these also work with the multifunction screwdriver that's attached to the top here magnetically. So the drill itself, 12 volts. I would say pretty average power for a 12 volt drill. Obviously lithium ion batteries inside here, so it's got pretty decent power and torque. Obviously you're not going to be building a house with this. You gotta have realistic expectations. This is mainly used as a powered screwdriver and for doing some minor drilling. You have 2 different modes here. I think this one here is for higher power or speed for drilling, and then if you move it down, it's a little bit slower for screwing in stuff and unscrewing stuff. And you can control the power by how much you press the trigger. You can reverse your direction here, and of course lock your bits in over here. Not too heavy. It's going to get, for general purpose work around the house, this is going to work just fine. And obviously with lithium ion batteries inside here, it's got decent enough power, but again, you're not going to be building any houses with this. So the precision screwdriver kit obviously comes in this case here. You get all of these nice little bits here, all different sizes, also some longer bits. Obviously your powered screwdrivers here, and you can power it inside the case, which is nice. But it comes with all these little sort of smaller tools, and these are mainly for I think for people that are going to be taking apart small electronics. And I actually have like a cheap version of a set like this with these kind of similar tools, but these are way nicer compared to the really cheap ones that I've been using. And then these are like little plastic tools to get into like gaps, and if you want to like pry open small electronics, these tools are actually pretty solid. However, my most favorite tool I think has been the compressed air capsule, is what they're calling this. Is basically has a outlet and inlet, and so basically you use it for vacuuming. It has a vacuum attachment as I showed earlier, and also a little extension attachment with a brush. So very useful as a vacuum. You can also attach this part here if you want to use it to deflate stuff like air mattresses, for example. And if you want to inflate those, they have these other attachments for the outlet side. And then this can also be used to, as an air duster. So for example, if you don't want to be buying those compressed air cans, this does the job. For like blowing dust off of their desk, keyboards, wherever dust tends to accumulate, this works really well. So it does multi-purpose here, and just uses these attachments, and then you just put them into this little bag here. Definitely, this is the one I've been using the most over the last couple of weeks. Definitely recommend this one. But yeah, overall, I'd say like the quality of everything is higher than I expected. Of course, I think the price is a bit higher than I thought something like this would be. Now, whether or not you need these kind of tools, and that's kind of up to you. If you already have tools, you probably have like some of these things like in this set here. I think something like this tool set here, might be for someone who doesn't have anything, maybe like someone going off to college or something like that. Or maybe you want to have a tool set in like a smaller space in your car. Like this would be really nice to have in your car, for example, as an emergency kit. Of course, I'll be using this around the house as well. I do have some, other tools as well that kind of overlap these, but I like the fact that it's in a nice case like this. These precision tools here, this precision screwdriver and little tools, these are going to be useful as well. So I'm definitely keeping this around, but definitely my favorite one has been the air compressor capsule. This one here is really useful because I tend to use compressed air cans, and I'm not going to be using those anymore. Anyway, links to all these will be down in the video description. This company does also sell a bunch of other stuff as well on their website. They only sent me these 3 samples, but they have a whole bunch of other things coming, I guess. They didn't really give me specific details, but they just kind of started off. They're kind of a new company, but they're going to be, obviously their products are going to be having a similar theme to these in terms of quality, and I think the quality is pretty decent. But again, check the website if you're interested, and check out some of the other things if you might be looking for other types of sets, because I think for example, this set here does come in like 3 different versions. I think a couple of them come without the power drill. So again, check out the site and you'll see what's available there. All right, that'll do it for this video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.